Hello there everybody, and welcome to my first Q&A video series. This video series was unlocked because I reached $25 a month on Patreon. Alright, let's get to answering these questions, yeah? I need to know how you have such beautiful hair. Well, thank you very much. I get this question a lot. What do you do with your hair? Where does it come from? What do you put in it? And the answer to all those questions is I don't do anything with my hair. As arrogant as this might sound, I wake up like this. It's primarily biology, genetics, and DNA that amounts for this curlage. As for stuff that I put in it, I don't really put anything in it. I just wash it. I use some sort of Garnier Fructis shampoo and conditioner. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for saying that it's pretty and stuff, but I don't really do much to my hair, and that's why I let it grow out, because I don't have the patience to do anything with my hair. It's like this because I don't do anything to it. So, there you go. Do you believe eugenics plays a bigger role in the Epstein case and the world than we think it does? Eugenics was something that Epstein was interested in. Excuse me. The Zorro Ranch that he had in New Mexico, that was going to be like his... I don't know, his headquarters for eugenics project. And this is something that sounds completely batshit, but it's corroborated by people. But Epstein was really interested in eugenics, and he actually wanted to create like perfect babies that were his. And so that's why he talked to several scientists on the matter, and his ranch in New Mexico was going to be the base for that, because he wanted to populate the earth with his perfect children. The man was a fucking supervillain. All right, what do you think happened to John McAfee? I think he's dead. I don't think he's around anymore. And as for what happened to him specifically, was he Epstein? Did he actually commit suicide? To tell the truth, I don't really know. I have to look more into it. And yeah, I heard that guy was a bit of a character, and there are some documentaries about him that I should definitely see. Do you believe the world is being taken over by a central banking system and one world order? Well, I don't know if the world's being taken over by a central banking system or a one world order, but I think we should all keep our eyes on the people that go to fucking Davos every year. You guys should look up something called like the Davos Convention, where a bunch of billionaires go and talk about how they're going to try and influence the world. I think back in 2020 or 2021, they were going to have the Great Reset, or that's what they called the pandemic. And now, I guess this past year, or the last time they met up, they came up with something called the Great Narrative. So, I think maybe those people are trying to take over the world. But yeah, Google it, DuckDuckGo it, Davos, billionaires. There's a guy that wrote a book about it. Google that too, read it. Sounds a little alarming. So, what about the zombie apocalypse? Will it happen? I don't think so, my guy. That's the one apocalypse I can't really handle. I remember growing up watching movies like Dawn of the Dead and 28 Days Later, and at like 10 years old, that's when I decided, oh, if I'm ever faced with these zombies, these rabid, fast-running zombies, I'm just killing myself. I'm not going to deal with that. Fuck that shit. I'm gone. So, yeah, I don't know how possible it is, but if it ever does become possible, you're on your own, guys. I'm checking out. I think a zombie apocalypse could be possible if like The Last of Us, if some sort of fungus were able to come and invade our brains and make us do things against our will, that would be a form of a zombie apocalypse, I believe. Terrifying. Most absurd conspiracy theory you don't believe. Okay, there are a few. I think the flat earth conspiracy theory is pretty bonkers. What other conspiracy theories? I think the conspiracy theory that says birds aren't real is pretty funny. I wish that were the case, but I don't think it is. And the conspiracy theory that I don't believe, that I think is the most absurd, is the one that posits that Donald Trump is the savior of the planet and the world, and that he's going to lock up all of the pedophiles in Guantanamo Bay and issue in some sort of world peace utopia. That's probably the most absurd conspiracy theory I have ever heard in my life. Is Jeffrey Epstein dead? Yes. Now, I know a lot of you people think that he's not, but I think he's dead. I don't think he killed himself. I think somebody went in there and took him out, man. I think somebody went in there and, did the deep state a big favor. I think that guy just knew way too much, had too many connections, and he was a massive liability for a lot of people in power and a lot of people who have been in power. And that's why nobody wants to talk about it, and everybody wants you to forget about it. But fuck that. Am I right? But yeah, I think he's dead. I think he just knew too much and was too much of a liability. Where are you from? Do you live in Florida? I do not live in Florida, but I do think a good majority of my audience, at least on TikTok, is from Florida. I think the algorithm thinks I'm from there, or I live there, or I will appeal, or I appeal to people from there, which is interesting. I guess that means I'm going to have to visit Florida one of these days. Maybe have like a comedy show there. Who knows? But I am afraid of going to Florida. I am. Florida's a bit of a wild place. And I think I'm mostly afraid of going to Florida because I watched this Nova episode on sinkholes. And there are a lot of sinkholes in Florida. And dying in a sinkhole sounds like a nightmare. So if you guys, all you people in Florida, can fix your sinkhole problem before I visit, that would be great. And as for where am I am from Orange County, California. I know there's an Orange County in Florida, but I'm from the OC in California. Born and raised here. Never left. What kind of music do you listen to? I listen to a variety of music. I listen to rock and roll. I listen to hip hop. I listen to movie soundtracks. Yeah, I got an open taste. But if I were to say there is a specific genre of music that I gravitate towards the most, or one that I guess I like the most, it would have to be the garage rock band revival of the early 2000s. There you go. So bands like the White Stripes, the Strokes, Yeah 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 Yeahs, Kings of Leon, Arctic Monkeys, Interpol, the Vines, the Hives, those bands. I love them. I grew up listening to them. Wait, this isn't a question, but I read this. This comes from a Maxolotl. This is from TikTok. Pay to play. Dude spends more money on his hair than his girl. Dude, I thought you were about the truth. The truth is, motherfucker, I don't spend any money on my hair. Like I've answered before, this is all natural, bitch. All natural. Don't be mad because your twine don't look like mine. Fuck you. Let's move on. Here we go. Why Gillane? So many other cases going on. What made you want to put all your energy into this case? Well, because Gillane, Jeffrey, Prince Andrew, everything that's come out on this so far is just representative of the deeper rot that lies at the heart of this country. You got these elites running wild, doing whatever the fuck they want, perpetrating whatever horrors they want, and just getting away with it scot-free. And I find uniting against these people, specifically hating these people, is a more unifying factor than any political party, really any political movement, anything. You know, I find people on the left and the right and the center both can agree that Jeffrey Epstein was a sick human being, and everybody that enabled him needs to pay. I cover this case because I feel if we all rally behind it, it can save the country. Did Trump really move back into the White House December 26th, 2021? No. That motherfucker's still in Mar-a-Lago, fucking drinking Diet Coke, eating Big Macs, playing golf, all that shit. He is not in the White House, though he might come back 2024. You know, you never know. You never know. What is your thought on artificial intelligence? Are these things walking amongst us? How would we know who they are? Well, I really hope they're not walking amongst us. I don't think they are. I don't think AI is up to that point right now, but it might be in the future. I don't know. I don't particularly trust robots or cyborgs or any form of that kind of technology. I'm under the opinion that sooner rather than later, the Terminator movies are going to become documentaries. I think our imagination likes to warn us a lot, and I think that's a good thing. I'm terrified of the robots taking over, and I think people need to be responsible with that. Looking at you, Lex Friedman. So yeah, artificial intelligence kind of terrifies me. Legit. What do you think about China and all the links that goes to them right now? I think, much like artificial intelligence, China also scares me. They've come out of this whole COVID pandemic pretty strong. We, the United States, are really dependent on China. Like when the pandemic hit, we couldn't make any of our own PPE or ventilators because we make them all in China. And I think that's something that really puts us at a disadvantage. Why are we depending so much on this authoritarian state? We should make our own shit. I think we should repeal NAFTA and bring back manufacturing to America. Let's make shit in America again. And honestly, I don't think China should win. I don't trust Xi Jinping. I don't trust the Chinese Communist Party. I think their aims and their goals are ultimately nefarious, and if there's a time where they end up being the number one superpower in the world, well then I find that kind of alarming, to tell you the truth. And yeah, that's just how I feel. I hope people don't think I'm racist. I'm not. I have nothing against Chinese people, but I have everything against Xi Jinping and his fucking goons in the Chinese Communist Party. Go fuck yourselves. Next question. I don't have a question, but a comment. I just want to say thank you for keeping my mind off of things these last 2 years. You are super entertaining. Hey, you're welcome, Samantha Revere. I'm glad I'm able to do that for you. Thank you for watching. Do I believe there are military tribunals happening in Washington, D.C.? You mean the military tribunals where people are being sentenced to life in Guantanamo Bay, and then clones are being made and sent out, and that's how they find the replacements for all the people who are in Guantanamo? No, there's no military tribunals going on at all right now. There's no clones, none of that shit, okay? I don't have a clone. Are you Hispanic? Just curious. I am. I am a Mexican person. My parents actually come from Mexico. So that makes me a first-generation immigrant. Will you make a video that goes into the deep of JFK? I've thought about it, but I don't think I need to because Oliver Stone has made a bunch of movies about that. So I just suggest you watch those. He made one back in the 90s, JFK, everybody knows about that. And then he made another documentary, well, not another documentary, but a documentary on the topic recently, like last year. And I heard that one was really good too. So you guys should watch that and get your fill on JFK. Your favorite JRPG and why? Or if you don't really do the J part, what is your favorite RPG? My favorite JRPG is Earthbound. I love the Earthbound series, or the Mother series. I've played Earthbound, the one that came out in 1995, the only Earthbound Mother game that was localized here in America. I've played that a couple times. I've played Earthbound Beginnings, or the very first Mother game, the one that came out for the Famicom system and was localized for America but never was released. I've played that game a couple times. I've never played Mother 3. I want to, though. I'd like them. I'd really love for Nintendo to bring that series or that game to America. So, yeah. Earthbound. That's my shit right there. Aliens. Would you talk to them if you could? Yes, I would. I just hope they don't rip my head off my neck and eat it before I talk to them. Aliens are kind of scary, but if they come in peace, let's party. Here we go. This is one from Molly Sky Brown. Okay, I have a question. Why don't you talk to survivors? You've been ignored me, and I've tried to get my personal whistleblowing information out to you repeatedly to the point I've stopped listening to you since you don't work with survivors. Why don't you? Well, Molly Sky Brown, it's because I don't think I don't think I'm the right person for that. I guess I do some mild reporting of the case, but I don't consider myself a full-fledged journalist, and I have way too much respect for the profession of journalism to actually, I don't know, try it in that way. I think when it comes to people trying to come to me as whistleblowers, like I said, I don't think I'm the right guy. I think there's other people out there, actual journalists, who will be able to facilitate your information and, you know, put it out there responsibly. I think I still need, I don't know, I feel like I need more experience, more time to learn how to be a better, more responsible reporter. So it's not that I'm ignoring you, it's that, well, I guess I am ignoring you, but it's mostly because I don't think I'm the guy that you should be revealing this information to. I don't want to exploit you. I would want to vet you, and that's not, I hope you're not offended by that, but I would have to, because I want to know that the information I'm getting is legit, and I just don't have the resources for that. I guess the reason why I haven't responded to you, Molly Sky Brown, or at least not respond. I'm responding to you right now, but I haven't responded to you in the past. The reason why I haven't talked to you is because I'm not a journalist. Go talk to Julie K. Brown from the Miami Herald. She's breaking this case wide open. She's the one that, without her reporting everything that we've known about Epstein and Gillane and all this, I don't know if it would have happened. I don't know if this story would have been so big without her work. And I think that's the person that you should be talking to. Not me, man. I'm just a guy on TikTok. I'm a dude on YouTube. I'm a comedian. I tell dick jokes at night whenever I can. And then I make stupid little videos on YouTube. I'm a shitty little grad school student. I also do my best to not look at my Instagram messages. I get a lot of them, and some of them are kind of out there. I do want to keep some sort of separation between me and the audience. I hope you guys aren't offended by that, but I like to keep up my boundaries. Boundaries are good when you're a content creator. They're very good. And I will end this Q&A with this question right here. Who let the dogs out? Mitt Romney.
Who let the dogs out? Who?
How on earth did that man lose? That's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, my first Q&A video. I will have another Q&A next month, so please, please, please ask me your questions down below in the comments, alright? Love you. Join the Patreon. I got more goals that will unlock more content. And yeah. Bye, guys. Take it easy.